Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Ocarina of Time. So this has just kind of been added in at the beginning here since I remembered we did not go and actually see our prize for finishing that obstacle course at Lon Lon Ranch. And I didn't get around to doing it at all the entire week, so I figured we should go ahead and do it now. So we're going to head back up to Link's house. Remember, Malin said it would be here, so let's see what it is. Yep, that's right, there's a cow in our house, and that is actually our prize, believe it or not. Useless? Well, yeah, pretty much, but it is definitely pretty cool. Not many people can say they have a cow in their house. And of course, if you want free recovery, you can play a Poes song. And pretty much you can come back here anytime you want to get free Lon Lon milk. Again, it's really not that useful because you could pretty much just as easily go to Lon Lon Ranch, but what a nice song. It reminds me of the pasture. That song makes me feel so good I can produce a lot of milk. Oh, that's too bad. If you had something to put it in, I could give some to you. Yep, so... Well, there you go. That's pretty much the prize we get for finishing the obstacle course. It's no big deal, but it is definitely cool to have, so that's pretty much why I did it. But now on to the regularly scheduled episode where I will welcome you back again, so I'll see you then. Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Ocarina of Time. The sun is setting and we are all ready for our next big side quest, which is the Big Poe hunting side quest. Doesn't matter if it's night, it just kind of happened this way for theatrical effect, I suppose. But either way, we've got 10 Big Poes hiding somewhere around Hyrule Field that we need to take care of. And there's actually a ghost shop we can sell them to. It's back here in Hyrule Castle Town. In order to save some time, I'm just going to go there once we have some Poes. But anyway, whenever we come to our pause menu, you can see that I've emptied out all 3 of my bottles. Yeah, both of the fairies and the bug that I am still going to need for later, but well, go figure. But we need these in order to sort of catch the spirits of the big Poes that get left behind. And we can sell those, and once we sell all 10 of those, we're going to get a cool reward, so that's what we're doing here. Basically, these things only appear whenever you're riding on Epona. They appear at certain points on the map. Whenever you ride certain directions, you can kill them with the bow and arrow, then as I said before, capture their souls they leave behind. So the first one here was pretty much you just ride out straight from Hyrule Castle Town. I think we've seen this one before. As you can see, he's appearing there. He's going to run away. We have to shoot him twice, and that will kill him, and as you can see, it leaves behind a little ghost spirit there. So we gotta run up to it and capture it before it runs away. Don't worry, it sticks around for a pretty long time. We have defeated Poe the Ghost. Do you want to catch it in a bottle? Well, of course I do. So then we caught the big Poe, sell it at the ghost shop for a lot of money. Yeah, he does definitely give you money for it too, so that's also good. Alright, and of course, since we only have 3 bottles, we can kind of only do this 3 at a time, so we're going to have to catch 3, return them, catch 3, return them, catch 3, return them, and then catch 1 and return it. So yeah, there's kind of a lot of backtracking around. The next one that I'm going to get is going to be over here near Kakariko. And this one, I don't know, it seems kind of finicky to me. If we run over here and go towards the little end of the cliff that's kind of overlooking Kakariko, you can kind of see it right there, and it's really hard to kill that way, but I don't know, I kind of stumbled across this by accident once. If you kind of just run back out this way, I don't know if it'll work this way or not, I've only, tried it like once, but I actually got it to appear coming back out this way, and it was really easy to kill. So, this one here, it seems like you can do it that way, but I've never gotten it to work apart from that one time, so... yeah, and then sometimes that happens where it just appears like down here and disappears into the wall. So you just kind of have to burn that arrow if you've got one ready. There's really no way to cancel it. I really want to see if I can get this to work. I mean, I'm definitely going to do some editing here so we don't spend forever on this. But let's give it one more try, and then if that doesn't work, we will, cut to when I do it like usual. There he is. Ah, man, see, yeah, that one's really hard, and I think that's pretty much the only way you can get it from. But, alright, go back out one more time. Nope, nothing. Alright, well, yeah, so I'm going to cut to when I get it, so I'll see you guys in a minute. Ooh, alright, I got it, quick. Okay, now we got to hurry up and get to it before it disappears. So let's get off Epona and jump over the fence. And roll over there, quickly. Phew, there we go. Yeah, you might have seen my arrow count, I don't know if you did or not, but it's pretty low. It took me quite a few times, but there we go. So we finally caught that big Poe. I think I only have like 3. Oh, I have 1 arrow left. That's awesome. If I didn't get on that time, I would have had to get more. So if you do run out, you can come back here into Kakariko Village and buy some more. You can also kind of find some arrows and grass around Hyrule Field. But I'm going to restock, and then we'll get to the next one. Alright, so for the next one, we're kind of just outside the ranch here. You can see there's this stone wall kind of going up the hill there. We want to run along its south edge and head to the east. And just before it sort of breaks to the left here, the next one's going to come out, and we can kill it. Oh man, that's really hard to do. Shooting on a horse, especially when you're moving, the arrows seem to just have really weird trajectories. But believe it or not, I got that on the first try, so well, that works. So we defeated Poe the Ghost. Yes, we want to catch it. And there we go. So now, as you can see, we have all 3 of our bottles filled, so we're going to have to head back to Castletown and unload them before we can catch more. I guess that makes sense, but it does make it a lot more tedious. Here's one of those grass piles where you could find more arrows if you wanted to, but of course I didn't there. But as you can see, we're back up to 38 anyway, so that's fine. So to get to the ghost shop, we want to head into Castletown. If she would stop, that'd be nice. There we go. And we can go in there. It's actually a familiar location where the ghost shop is. Remember, in here there were just some pots and a little garden there before. Well, now it's been converted, as you can see, and this is the ghost shop. So let's talk to this really weird looking guy there with a single red dot for a head, which is strange, but whatever. Oh, you're quite an energetic young man. You're brave and handsome, too. Your name is Link, isn't it? Don't be surprised, I can read people's minds. If I looked as good as you, I could run a different kind of business. Whoa, alright buddy, I think that's enough of that. My shop is the only ghost shop in Hyrule. Because of the great Ganondorf, it is a fine time for a business like this. Oh, I can only hope the world gets even worse. The ghosts called Poes are spirits of concentrated hatred that appear in the fields and graveyard. They hate the world. Young man, if you catch a Poe, I will pay a lot of money for it. Okay, well, despite how creepy you are and how you're apparently a drunkard, but whatever. So, here, buy my Poes. I don't want them. Oh, you brought a Poe today. Very interesting. This is a big Poe. I'll buy it for 50 rupees. On top of that, I'll put 100 points on your card. Wait, my card? If you earn 1,000 points, you'll be a happy man. Yep, so that's kind of what he was talking about there with the 1,000 points on the card thing. Basically, that means we have to sell them all 10 of the big Poes that are around Hyrule Field. So, yeah, we can do that. He's going to buy each of them for 50 rupees, too, which is pretty helpful, especially if you need to regularly restock on arrows because you keep missing, which happens a lot. So, but yeah, we just have to sell each of them. We can't skip this dialogue either, which is kind of a pain, but that makes it a little more tedious. But this is going to be our 3rd one. And yes, if we earn 100 points, you'll be happy. That's great. We now have 300 points on our card, so we can head back out and get to collecting the next 3. Alright, so the next Poe, I'm going to kind of be using the road that looks like a Y on the map as sort of a, I don't know, a baseline for figuring out where to go. You're actually going to use that for quite a few of the Poes. But we're going to kind of ride east from the forest entrance here, or west, rather, and head towards the intersection. You can see there's kind of a stone there, and if you pass through here, make sure you kind of aim towards the gap. The next one's going to pop out here. And not too far away. Yeah, see, I don't know, it's really weird trying to aim for them. The trajectory seems like it doesn't lead like it should. I don't know, it's hard to explain. But either way, let's just set up for another pass. So let's make our way around. And here we are. Aim for the gap. I'm on the wrong side of the stone. I don't think it matters, but there he is. Now let's try it again. There it is. Okay, so we stop and pick up its soul. That was a pretty good stopping point, wouldn't you say? Alright, so let's catch this one. And there we go. Now on to the next one. Alright, so this one is pretty hard to get to come out. It's down here in the southeastern part of Hyrule Field. As you can see, there's all these kind of gold trees here. So it's kind of obvious. I like to stand just to the side of where the wall kind of makes a corner right there. And sort of head out towards this rock you can see. I just stand just to the right of the tree. And if you do that, the Poe will come out and pretty much back straight away from you. And it makes it really easy to shoot him that way. That one you almost have to have like precise precision in order to get that one to come out. So that one you kind of just have to be persistent in order to get it to show up and just work out the angles to where it works out the best. Alright, and now we have another one that's kind of in the same area, and we can see we're kind of pointing straight at the very bottom part of that Y road. And there's a lone tree sitting out here by itself. It's not one of the golden trees that's in the corner. If you run by it going from east to west, this Poe will appear, and you can get him. That would have taken a great shot to get it from there. Alright, so try number 2. Let's make our way back around. We might be able to get him going from west to east, too. I'm not sure, though. Well, no, okay, I guess not, but... Alright, so let's go back here and make the turn again. And then head this way. Get ready. And there he is. Alright, hey, that was pretty good. It seems like if you can shoot them pretty much right when they come out, you can get them to sort of freeze there, and then it makes the second shot a lot easier. Alright, so we've caught that one, and that's also going to fill up our 3 bottles again, so I'm going to go and turn those back in, and then meet you back at the next Poe. Okay, so we're at the southwestern part of Hyrule Field. We're looking towards the road that leads to Gerudo Valley from the south. And this is kind of where you need to go to get this one. This one can be really tricky because it's hard to get to not appear in a wall. So what you want to do is kind of angle yourself towards that, and as you can see, that'll just make him appear right in front of you. Oh, come on, that's an easy shot. And you can get it that way. If you approach it from pretty much any other angle, he'll appear and then immediately run into a wall and disappear. So you pretty much have to do it that way. The good news is that does set you up with a pretty easy shot. And the next one is actually pretty close to here, I believe. So once I kind of get my bearings on where that is, I'll meet you there. Okay, so for this one, it turns out I was actually looking right at it. That's what I thought, but I just wanted to make sure. We want to come up and sort of pass by this tree and angle towards the north. That'll make this guy appear. Now, the hard part about this is you're going to have to do sort of an uphill shot and then curve back downhill. That's the hard part about this one, is getting the shots off. But once you get it, as you can see, I mean, it's the same as all the others. The Poe Spirit appears and we catch it. And from here on out, most of them are pretty easy. I think we've taken care of most of the hard ones. So, yeah, let's go up, and I'll meet you at the next one. Okay, so for this one, we're up in northwest Hyrule Field. I like to stand pretty much about as far northwest as you can get. As you can see on the map, I'm right on the corner. You then want to turn around and sort of aim for this row of bushes. If you run right towards it, the next one will appear, and we can shoot it there. Oh, come on. There we are. And that is number 9. There's only one more left, and that one's really easy to get, actually. It's probably one of the easiest ones, so that's good. We're pretty much just about done. So let's catch that one, but I've got 3 full bottles, so we're going to have to go and turn those in before we can get the last one. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, so for Big Poe number 10, we're up here on the north side of Lon Lon Ranch. There's this tree that's right outside the entrance. If we run at it from the west side to the east, and we make our corner here, as you can see, the next one appears. And there it is. That's the final Big Poe. So let's drop down and take it, and then that's going to mark the 10th one. So once we go back and return it, we can finally get our reward for doing all this hard work. So that's good. Oh, no. What are you doing, man? Get back up there. Okay, so let's go and bring the last one to the Poe Shop guy. Oh, you brought a Poe today. Very interesting, yada yada. I'm not going to bother. We've already seen this before, so... Yep, 100 points on the card, and if we earn 1,000 points, we'll be happy. Alright, make me happy. Let's go. Wait a minute. Wow, you have earned 1,000 points. Young man, you are a genuine ghost hunter. Is that what you expected me to say? Because of you, I have extra inventory of big Poes, so this will be the last time I can buy a ghost. You're thinking about what I promised would happen when you earned 1,000 points. Don't worry, I didn't forget. Just take this. Yeah, that's right. We did all that to get our 4th bottle, but it is the final one, and, you know, you want to get all the inventory stuff in 100%, so, well, there you go. That's going to mark all 4 of our bottles, so, awesome. Alright, now let's get these bottles off of our C buttons before we accidentally use them or something. Alright, that'll work. Okay, and that's going to finish off the big Poe side quest. Yeah, it's pretty large and pretty time-consuming, and if you're not that good at shooting off of a horse, which I will admit is definitely, you know, a pretty difficult thing to do, then you might run into some trouble with it, run into some frustrations with having to restock and all that, so I can see where that would be a pretty big deal, but thankfully we've got it done, it's over with, we have all of our bottles, so that's good. But I think I'm going to end the part right here. I didn't expect an entire video to be devoted to this, but, well, I guess it was, so that's how it happens. But in the next part, we are going to go back and do some more side questing, get a few collectibles along the way. So until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.